Cal, have you been able to see what happened closer from up at race direction? Because from us, it looked like there was no jump start.
There wasn't a jump start, but Freddie Spencer seems to think otherwise. But he raced in the 1980s when they used to jump the start all the time. So I don't know what his problem is.
You've had a closer look at that one. We don't get to see the one across the line. And are you behind the line then when the light goes out? It looks like it from the front.
I'm way behind the line. I didn't jump the start. They say that I'm rolling, but on all of our images, and even on their images, I'm not rolling, that's sure.
How frustrating is it when you had the pace, you were in the 39s, the only other rider doing it?
Smoking cigarettes, Gav.
Is a race like that easy? Because people at home will think it is.
You know, honestly, after last year, I had this extra motivation. During all weekend, I was so concentrated. I knew that here in the racetrack is suiting well for my riding style, for the bike, and I was focused, concentrated. And yeah, I start and was one strategy. I say if I start first, I will push from the beginning because I knew that in the beginning was when I feel better with the bike. And yeah, then just I put like how is the name? Cruising mode.
Cruise control.
Cruise control. And I keep like this during all the race in 39 high, 40 low, because I was feeling really sweet with the bike, and when you feel like this, you need to use.
We were not concerned at any point about the tyre because the temperature was highest it's been all weekend, and obviously you were running an option that we don't normally see you go with the softer tyre.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, the location with the Michelin, you never know, and it's just a number, the tyre. You need to understand well. You need to understand all the compounds, and yeah, with the soft one, I feel really good all the laps. But my worry was the front. For that reason, I tried to lead all the race, because if I overheat the front, then I struggle during all the race. So yeah, this was the main target. This was my goal today. And yeah, I don't know if when I saw plus 12 seconds or 13 or 12 seconds in the last lap, we can say that we did a really good race.
Yeah, you waltzed to the line, or should I say tango here in Argentina? I'm not sure, but you then go to Austin next, where another track where you have a similar kind of feeling, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, of course, today we dance a good tango, but we will dance better this night.
I'm sure you will, Mark. You go and enjoy it.
Yeah, in Austin we will see. At the moment, enjoy this victory, but Austin is another racetrack that I like it, but we will see there. I mean, we will see the weather, we will see the other manufacturers, because Ducati looks like they are fast everywhere, Yamaha too, so will be tough.
Maybe we can get Colin Edwards to teach you the Texas two-step. That's the dance over there, okay?
A rodeo, we will do.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Interviewing Parc Fermier, you enjoyed that one, didn't you?
I'm very happy. I enjoy a lot. Yeah, because the race was great, and was you never have the time to think.
Right.
And the fight with Dovi was very good. And I was able to overtake him on the last lap. I did a good overtake without making mistake, and it's not easy. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy for me, for my team, for all my team, and for Yamaha. Is an important result.
It reminded me a bit of that battle you had with Stoner at Laguna Seca, where the Ducati was pulling away and could get past you on the straight, but then in the faster corners you were there. Did it feel a bit like that you had to find a strategy to get past Dovi?
Yeah, I think that I make the right move. And with Dovi, you have always to keep attention, because he's the master of the cross, you know. Yeah. So if you arrive 5 centimeters too fast, Dovi cross. So I try to make precise, and in that point of the racetrack, I was fast, and is great also because it's a long time from Sachsenring, is one life. And the last season finished with a very bad taste, because I can make 2 great races in Malaysia and Valencia, but I did 2 mistakes, so I remain like this. So this podium is important.
Yeah, I bet it is sweet. I bet it's great to be back up there. But I wonder, in terms of looking forward now, the fact that you're 0.6 off in Qatar, you're on the podium here in Argentina for the next 17 races. Does this change the philosophy? Just change where the Yamaha is at and where you can be?
The philosophy is also arrive in one track and try the maximum. We have a good group. I said from the beginning, in Yamaha they work hard. The challenge is difficult, but this year is good because we move in the right way. It's not easy. We need time, but especially for this result is more important.
I think people would be pleased to hear you say moving in the right way. That's what we want to hear.
This is important.
Valentino, congratulations. Well done. Great ride.
Thanks, Gavin. Ciao a tutti.
Dovi, we heard you say in Parc Ferme you're not happy with third place. We can understand that, of course, but considering the bad luck you've had here in Argentina in the past, and you talking about this and Austin being key tracks, to get a podium, is that some positive you can take out of it?
For sure. It's more positive than negative. The target was to make a podium, and we did it. So happy about that. The important point in a very bad track for us. But I'm not too happy about the work of the tire. That is the point. I was so slow compared to Marc, but this is normal to be slower than Marc here. But I couldn't make a gap to Valentino. That is the bad things, because our lap time at the end of the race, it wasn't fast enough. So dropped too much the rear tire. I'm not happy about that. But it's important race to understand, analyze, and make a step forward, because this is what we need in the track where we are not strong, like here, and to finish almost second and third on the point is really good.
What's that tyre drop down to, the fact it couldn't work? Is that with the temperature coming up today on race day? It's the hottest it's been all weekend.
You know, you can't know, because also the medium, maybe with this temperature and humidity, work worse, in a worse way, but drop really more than the practice, a lot more. So. But this is an important experience. Make experience and make a podium is good.
And what about the battle with Valentino? Because obviously you've been used to battling Marc with the Honda. How is it with the Yamaha? Because clearly you had power on the straight that you could get back in front. What did you learn? What did you take from that battle today?
Yes, it was not a real battle. The battle was more about the lap time. We did a battle in the last lap, but not a real battle. I couldn't answer. Our bike is very different from all the other bike. So every time you fight with other bike is very strange.
Just coming up next is Austin. We know Marc's also strong there. So the mentality going over there to Texas.
Well, we have to be on the podium where we are not too fast and be able to fight for the race. That is it was the target here in Argentina, and we did it. So the points we did today is very important. We have to be focused to do in Austin, and we know it's very difficult. But that is like a victory if we are able to do.
Dovi, thank you very much. Well done today.
Thank you.
Yeah, really.
We look like three amigos here.
You do?
We look like three complaining amigos, but we're not, so don't worry.
Well, the question is, have you got a point to complain about? So we know what you've said. We've heard your interview with Gav, and you've been to Race Direction, and they said that you were rolling. Lucio, thanks very much. I'll just jump in straight away, if you don't mind, Christian, with you. You've got data, Christoph, sorry. You've got data that shows otherwise. Is that right?
Not only data, we can see, to have a jump start, you need to release the clutch, and Cal did not release the clutch, before the light come off, then there is no jump start, but obviously the race direction thing a little bit different, they can see the bike slightly moving, but it's not by the release of the clutch, on a really slow motion, they can see a really small movement of the bike, but Cal did not release the clutch before, then he did not jump the start. I was expecting, now we've got Freddy there, then he have a little bit common sense to understand that, the front fork don't move, the front fork don't extend, and there's no engine, to the rear wheel, then I'm a little bit disappointed, I was expecting there will be a little bit more common sense there, we worked really hard all the weekend, Cal come through a really bad winter and all that, and all has been destroyed by, okay, the rule is the rules, but there's a little bit common sense in this issue.
Lucio, how did you see it?
Of course, I'm very disappointed, really disappointed, because the amount of movement we are talking about maybe is 2 or 3 centimeters, and then there is a common sense, in the race direction that would have been applied, I believe that a ride-through is absolutely no proper penalty, absolutely no proper penalty.
I think we can see the actual camera. We've got shots of the actual camera. Did you see the camera, the pictures, Cal, from this camera? Is this what? These are the pictures that you were shown.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed your mind.
Nothing's changed my mind. When you're on the grid and you're balancing on one foot, it's not like I've pushed the bike forward or anything like that. So I don't change my mind. I accept the penalty. I had to do the ride through, and I accepted it, and I went through, and I felt that we did a good race. I felt that after the race, obviously, I was angry with them because I knew I didn't jump the start. But at the end of the day, I have to accept the decision, and the rules are the rules, and this is it. I'm disappointed for my team, first and foremost. I think we did a good job. I think we worked well all weekend, and I think we would have been on the podium, but we weren't, and we have to accept it and go on to Texas.
Yeah, Michael Laverty thought you got the perfect start.
I did get the perfect start.
Did the penalty? So, I mean, the question is, did the penalty fit the crime? That there wasn't a crime from your point of view.
No, and my opinion of Freddie as a race director now has gone down a lot. As Beefy said, I thought that him coming in and making some better decisions for us on other things, on the contact of racing and etc., he would understand a lot more. But it seems that he doesn't. And this is not me disrespecting him at all, because what he's done in his career is fantastic, etc. I just don't agree with the penalty that he imposed on me. I also wonder whether he would have given the same penalty to Marc or Valentino or Dovi if they moved that much that I did on the roll of my foot.
Well, that's something we'd have to ask Freddie Spencer. We are trying to get hold of Freddie, by the way, to see if he'll talk to us, and he can explain from his point of view why he gave that. Lucio, Beefy, we only know you as Beefy, so thank you very much. Cal, disappointing today. Look, you did well actually to get